Imagine a place where Wall Street meets the tropic, where luxury knows no bounds, and where the uber wealthy are calling their new home. No, we're not talking Palm Beach. We're talking West Palm Beach. And West Palm Beach has seen an influx of very wealthy people. Estimates say that there are now over 10,000 millionaires, 69 centimillionaires, those worth 100 million or more, and at least 9 billionaires. The rumor has it that Elon Musk even bought a condo over here. Don't know if it's true or not, but some say he supposedly wanted to be closer to his buddy Trump. So, but just a rumor, don't know if it's true. If it is, welcome to the neighborhood. And as you can see by all these beautiful big yachts and boats around here, and well, some of the people walking around, there's quite a bit of money to be spent and quite a money had here in West Palm Beach, Florida. So today we're going to talk about this new trend that's been taking place for the past couple of years about all the wealth that is moving to West Palm Beach, the sister city of Palm Beach across the Intracoastal Waterway. Now, for years, everyone has always known that the island of Palm Beach was where the mega wealthy live. Old money, new money, everyone that you can think of that has money has been coming there since Henry Flagler brought the East Coast Railroad down here and built the Breakers Hotel. It has been a destination for the wealthy since the late 1800s. But as of recent, the city of West Palm Beach was typically just a working class city. It has really changed, and the skyline and the businesses and everything about it are changing along with it. So what we're going to do today is we're going to talk to you about the residences, the private clubs, the restaurants, the marinas, all the things that rich people love, right? We're going to talk about that and how West Palm Beach is playing a part of all that. Now, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I've covered West Palm Beach quite a bit, and I've talked a lot about some of the new condos. We're going to talk about a couple more today, as well as the new construction of like the new commercial buildings going up, like One Flagler and all those projects. But there's a lot of other projects going on that really are more catered to this video. There's a big influx of private clubs making a comeback, so we're going to talk about that. You know, private exclusive clubs are once known to really only be over on the island of Palm Beach, other than the Governor's Club, which was a private club that was here in West Palm Beach for many years. But now there's a whole, bunch of new ones that are coming up, and we'll talk about those. And then we'll talk about, obviously, some of the boats. Hopefully I can find my friend Paul. He's a yacht broker out here, and we can take a look at one of his yachts. Now, the interesting thing about the boat show, this one used to run Thursday through Sunday, but they've added an extra day, so now we got Wednesday through Sunday. And, well, it's a much different crowd on Wednesday and Thursday. On Wednesday and Thursday, it's really the true buyers. You'll see a lot of people in here that are definitely the real buyers, the ones with the money for these yachts, like King Ben, this amazing one to the left here. They were actually letting people do social media on it last year, but I guess not this year. Pretty cool. They invited people on. But the rest of the weekend, starting Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, it becomes a little bit more of the looky-loos and the dreamers and the average people who just want to look at boats. And you do get some regular boater people out here, and it gets a lot more crowded. I'm Paul Riches Paul. Welcome to Lifestyles of the Wish I Was Rich and Not So Famous. I just had to do it. So I am on the Pretty Penny. I stopped off here and talked to my friend Paul Denton with Denison Yachts. I'm going to put his information right down below. But this is a beautiful yacht that my friend Paul is selling. And this is what people are looking at. People are coming here looking at boats like this and these huge mega yachts. He even said that he was surprised to see the size of some of the yachts at this year's boat show, which is an indication of all of the wealth that's moving here to West Palm Beach. Captain's seat. By the way, to all my British friends, I apologize for that atrocious attempt at a British accent, and if Robin Leach is watching, I love you. Great show. Hope I didn't insult you. So this brochure on this boat here, so let me turn it around and give you a view. Look at this. You can see a beautiful West Palm Beach. Matter of fact, if you look up there, that building to the left with the blue tower, that's the Bristol. That was one of the first luxury condo buildings that really went up on the waterfront. And that is where it's rumored that Elon Musk may have bought $100 million condo. You know, that's just rumored. I don't know if that's true or not, but as I said earlier in the video, if it is, well, welcome, Mr. Musk. And of course, from that view, he can look across the water and see the island of Palm Beach and maybe wave to his buddy, Mr. President Trump. But this boat, the Pretty Penny, is a 66-foot Hampton. It's 2007. It has 8 guest rooms or 8 guest suites, I guess. It holds 8 guests with 4 rooms. My apologies there. So, and it's priced at just under $1 million at $999,500. So, if you're looking for a nice boat like this and want to go cruising, you want to go out and enjoy the beautiful Atlantic Ocean, well, then you got to give my friend Paul a phone call and he can help you out. And he also has lots of other beautiful yachts, and the company itself does. Matter of fact, if I hop out here and stuff, as you can look over here, there's more yachts this way. So, and just to everybody out here in beautiful West Palm Beach, enjoying the boat show and spending lots of money. Now, not everybody wants a mega yacht who's coming here to South Florida. There are quite a few wealthy people who like to fish, and you can do that on a boat like this. This is really nice. This is an Invincible. Look at this. 4 engines, lots of luxury. There's another one over on this side. These are pretty incredible boats. And one of my buddies who we spoke to in one of my videos before at Fort Lauderdale Boat Show, and he was on a video I did about a $5 million house, and we were on a Jupiter 30, which is a boat sea sail, really nice boat. We went up the Intercoastal Waterway. His name's Daniel. He works with Tuppence Marine, and we're gonna see if he's in. He might not be. It's a 5-day show, so I don't know if he's here, but if he is, we'll talk to him for a minute. If not, I'll show you some of his awesome boats and put his information down below. All right, that's their truck. Here's some of their boats. We're looking for the guy with the cowboy hat. Remember him? He's a character for sure, but he's a good guy. I don't see him. So what they sell Pathfinders, and they sell Key West, and as I said, they also sell Jupiters. I don't see the Jupiter. They may not have those here. And really nice boats. So if you're looking for a fishing boat, they've got some nice fishing boats, and the Jupiters are a little bit more than just a nice fishing boat. I mean, the one we were on was a 30-foot Jupiter, and it's a $500,000 boat. And it was, well, take a look at the video clip here, and it is absolutely spectacular. But that's what people down here, they're buying. That's the people coming to West Palm Beach. They love the water life. They want to be by the Intercoastal. They want to be over there on the island of Palm Beach, and all of that is right here. So let's go talk a little bit about homes and where these people are moving to. All right, so this 15-story condo behind me is called the Esplanade Grand. It was built in 2024. You can see it goes up there, and it is right here, right in downtown, right facing the water. You've got the pavilion back over here, or the amphitheater where they have like music. So they have some condos for sale in there at about like 2.9 million. There's another one in there that's listed at like 3,495,000. To give you an idea of some of the prices. My broker had one up there that was for sale a year ago. Great buildings, got some nice amenities, beautiful views of the ocean and Palm Beach. So that's one of the luxury condo buildings. But over the past couple of years, starting with like the Bristol, West Palm Beach, which was one of the first really luxurious buildings I pointed out in the video earlier where supposedly Elon Musk bought, that really started to set the standard for high-end luxury here in West Palm Beach. There was someone who bought 2 units up there, I think, like double condo, broke the record. It was like, I think $43 million at the time when they did that. Now, it was rumored that Elon was going to spend $100 million for that very unit. Again, rumors, folks. I don't know if it happened or not. I never seen anything in writing. That's just the talk around town. But that was the first really luxury building. As you can see, downtown has a lot of old buildings and there's some condos. But along Flagler, there was nothing really there for years, but some buildings that had been built back in the 70s until the past couple years. There are so many projects going up along Flagler between south of Okeechobee and north going north on North Flagler. It is just bonkers. And I've shown you some of those buildings, like all but Palm Beach. Here's a view from the water. I went out with the sales rep. I had a client that was looking at that building, and he may still be interested. We went out on a little evening cruise with some other agents up the Intracoastal Waterway, and that's a beautiful luxury building that will actually have boat slips, although I think there's a waiting list now, and I think the boat slips start at $500,000. Don't quote me on that. I'd have to check with Meredith. But that is one of the few condos that will actually have boat slips, to my knowledge. We'll see what other ones do, but that's just one of the buildings that you can look at for luxury. And she recently just closed on one of the last townhomes there at something like $10 million. So to give you an idea of price, and that's just one of the buildings. Then you go south and you have the Forte building that's going up, and you have South Flagler House. By the way, the units at Alba start at about 2.5 million, give or take. And if you're interested in that, reach out to me and I can take you over there and introduce you to my friend that works there. But as I said, there's more properties like South Flagler House, which is going to have 2 to 5 bedroom homes, penthouses, and guest suites. There'll be roughly 108 units. By the way, look at this mural behind me. Isn't that neat? But even more cool, look at this shot behind me, the buildings. Just the way the downtown, skyline is changing. So the properties at South Flagler House will start at about $6 million. That's the low level units, and will go as high as a top penthouse master residence for like $72,500,000. So like I said, there is a lot of money coming into West Palm Beach. Their average sales, the average units that they're selling, are priced between $13 million and $26 million. It's going to be an amazing project, and the rep that I spoke to, super nice guy. I can't wait to see when that place is built. As I said, there's a whole lot of projects going up along Flagler. So another one that's going to be going up a little bit north of that on Flagler is Shorecrest. Shorecrest will have 199 units in a 28-story tower, and it will have prices, as I look at my notes here, 1 bedrooms starting at $1 million, 2 bedrooms at about $1.6 million, and 3 bedrooms at about $2.8 million. So a little bit more affordable, still luxury, still nice, but again, not $13 million. And they will have views of the Intracoastal Waterway, and at that height, the ocean as well. And that's just, a couple of the properties that are coming here to West Palm Beach. As I said, there's so much going on. Not to mention you have stuff like Icon Marina Village, which is a luxury condo rental residence, right? I did a video about that. You can go check that out. Icon Marina Village has its own private club, which we'll talk about private clubs in a minute, that the residents get to use, but it has rentals there, and the rentals there start at about $2,900 a month and can go as high as a penthouse unit, which is facing the water and the ocean, at $30,000 a month. Can you imagine spending $30,000 a month? Well, it's available, and I'm sure someone's going to, because that's the money that's moving here into the West Palm Beach market. Here's some more commercial business going up too. It's gonna have 68,000 square feet. It's gonna be the Vine on Clematis. And it will also have some multi-family units in there, so I imagine there'll be some rentals in there. With all those people moving here to West Palm Beach with deep pockets, they certainly have to find somewhere good to eat, and they're not gonna go out to Applebee's. So in recent months, West Palm Beach has seen an explosion in high-end restaurants. And one of them that's actually been here for a little while, since last year, is Harry's, which is right here. So Harry's is a bar restaurant that opened up in 2023. They're known for being a hangout of sorts for a lot of the stockbrokers up in New York, right? So they're part of the finance crowd, and being that a lot of financial companies moved down here, Goldman Sachs, which was right back up in this building, right up here, and a lot of their employees came down here, especially during COVID. Well, restaurants like that started to open up, and many more restaurants have opened up. The Blue Door opened up here in West Palm Beach recently, as well as La Marina, which is a waterfront restaurant located within the Safe Harbor Rybovich area, which is over there by the Icon Marina Village, which I spoke about. So you have a restaurant over there. You have Maman. It's a French-inspired all-day cafe, which is meaning mother in French. It opened in August 2024 in City Place, which we're basically in right now. They call it the Square now. And also Eataly, so it's a play on Italy, right? Eataly, Italian food marketplace is set to open up in West Palm Beach and City Place again right here in the square in fall of 2025. They opened up one already down in the Aventura Mall, and another one called the Moody Tongue. So lots and lots of really, high-end restaurants, upscale dining coming here to the square. And of course you have all the restaurants over on the island of Palm Beach that you can go to. But as you can see, this is Harry's kind of sit behind me. It's an outdoor dining area, and it's an upscale place to come out and have a drink and dine. And so there's a lot of restaurants like that opening up here in West Palm Beach. It's really changing the landscape of the city. You're seeing the high-end luxury condos, you're seeing the upscale restaurants, and well, what used to be exclusively to Palm Beach, you're also seeing private clubs. Now, speaking of private clubs, one of the most famous private clubs is the one that I'm passing right now. And that building right there is the world famous Everglades Club that was designed by Addison Meisner back in the 1900s. And it is very exclusive. So exclusive that you'll never know who the members are, and you cannot buy yourself a ticket into the Everglades Club. You literally have to be invited. It's definitely a who's who and who knows who society. That's South Flagler House right there that's being built. And as you can see, if you look right there, that's where I just was. That's Palm Beach. There's the Intracoastal Waterway. And so that is going to be the view for them. And when I spoke to them, they say they've got plans for other buildings just in the near vicinity as well. So I know it's a little loud over here, but I wanted to come over here and just show you the magnitude of what's going on. I mean, just all these buildings that are going up. This is like West Palm Beach is on fire right now. There's just, like I said, so much money coming into it. So as I said, the private clubs. Now, typically all the private clubs were over on Palm Beach. That's where the very exclusive private clubs have always been. The wealth, the, who knows who society, the private society. And it still is. A lot of the clubs over there, they're very, very private clubs. You're not going to get in unless you're invited in. But West Palm Beach is starting to have some clubs of its own that are going to be opened up. So earlier I told you that Mr. C's, I showed you that. We walked by or drove by Mr. C's, which is a residence that's I think sold out and they haven't even broke ground, or it's almost sold out. But they're going to have a private club up on the top of their roof deck, and it's going to be called Billionaire, and it's going to be on top of a 27-story condo building that is going to be right there in the center of downtown West Palm. And let me look at my notes for you guys, because it says Billionaire Rooftop Club promises to offer an exclusive membership experience without the exorbitant price tag associated with similar establishments in the neighboring Palm Beach. While the club will maintain a high level of exclusivity, it aims to be accessible with memberships priced in the thousands rather than the 100,000s. Well, isn't that nice? So I don't know what their price is. Again, a lot of these clubs keep their membership and even their prices kind of private unless you know somebody. But so that's one of the clubs that's opened up. Another club that's been all over the news that's going to be open up is in an old hotel, and that's going to be called Club Biba. And Club Biba is, as you can see right now, they're working on it. When that opens up, that club is rumored to be about $50,000 to get in. But again, that's just rumored. Again, they don't really publish their prices, but people have been throwing that number around, saying it could be $50,000 to be a member of Club Biba, and that's right there on Belvedere Road. There's also going to be a Club Nora. As you saw my video about Nora, I did that whole project about Nora downtown and north of the railroad, and that being a very high-end shopping district in the Nora Hotel. They're going to have a club there as well. And then you already have a club at the Icon Marina Village. So the people who rent there actually get access to this club, but for everyone else, it's called the Cove Club. It's a $15,000 fee if you want to join, and you can go there and hang out. It's got a pool and a little beach and a bar. So the private clubs are making their way here into West Palm Beach. Along with all the money, with all these condos that you have behind me, like you see, these people like to go and hang out in private clubs. They don't want to go to the regular club with the regular people. They want the privilege of being in a VIP room, and they have the money so they can do it. So, and as well as the clubs, we were at the boat show, you have all these people that are looking at these yachts. Well, you have places like the Palm Beach yacht right there, the Palm Beach Marina, where people can park their yachts if they have the money. I'm sure it's very expensive. And then you also have private clubs like the Palm Beach Yacht Club, which has been around since 1916. I actually got to go out of that club when I went on a cruise up the Intracoastal Waterway with the rep from Alba Palm Beach, and we went out on a very nice Hinkley boat, and we went up the Intracoastal and we got to see Palm Beach. And so again, that's part of that lifestyle. The people who are moving here want to be cruising up the Intracoastal on their boats. They want to have dinner at fine restaurants. They want to go to a private club afterwards, and then they want to come home and retire in their penthouse condo looking at the beautiful island of Palm Beach and the Atlantic Ocean. So what do you guys think? What do you think about all this new money coming to West Palm Beach? Give me a thumbs up if you like the videos. Please think of subscribing. If you want any information on any of these residents, if you're someone who's looking to move down here and you would like to live in one of these condos, hey, I am a licensed realtor with True Floridian Realty. I can help you. I've helped other people. I'm already working with a buyer who looked at Alba, and I'm more than happy to help you. Here's a QR code. Scan it, reach out to me. All my contact information is below in this video. I appreciate it. So that's West Palm Beach, guys. Money crowd is coming here. I can hear the song now with The Apprentice. Remember that? Money, 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 money. All right, guys. Well, hey, wherever you are in the world, get out and enjoy paradise. I'll talk to you next week. Take care.